Molweni, salibonani, kunjani? Easy, man. Let's get started. So, I'm trying to wabandu, you FaceTime here. Make sure you come right here. You see under here, you subscribe, okay? Let's get started. So, now the question say, answer the following questions, okay? How the question say? If M men can move 500 boxes in one day. Oh, so M means it could be certain number because M orange means 5 orange, 10 orange, 7 orange. So we don't know this M, how many of them? You see what I'm saying? So we don't know. Can move 500 boxes in one day. Now, how many men? So now we don't know how many men we're looking for. We needed to move X boxes. Means now we don't know number of boxes now, okay? In one day. So this question is very easy, guys. It's a like primary school question. So what you do, list the number. Men. So there's a man, name, man, in another boxes. And the last one is what? Number of days. That is the question. Now, M men. Men are M. How many boxes? 500 boxes. And then in one day. How many number of days? 1 day. 1. Now we come for the second one. How many men? Means we don't know this. How many number of men will needed to move X boxes. Number of boxes now is X. How many days? 1 day. If it's 2, you write 2. If it's 3, you write according to what they have given to you. So what you want to do now, you cross. Remember, you're looking for how many. Means this comma. I mean this question mark. So what you do, you cross. You write cross here. You cross. So and then you see how I cross. So you multiply. There isn't the line of a cross. So what we're looking for, we multiply. Excuse me. Question mark. Multiply by 500. Multiply by 1. It must be equal to this M multiplied by X multiplied by 1. But anything multiplied by 1 is that like MX1. It's like MX because 2 times 1 is 2. So anything times 1 is that. So we're looking for this comma because look how many number of men. So we divide by 500 throughout. Divide by 500 because we don't need this 500. Go. So now we left with what we're looking for because this we don't need. Divide. So now it's going to be mx over 500 because this and this cancel. So comma equal to mx over 500, which is this one here. So this is the first because this is not only mx of 500. So this is, so now we still have to do the second part, which is b. Okay, so let's go for the second part now. Okay, so for the second part here is easy also. You do the same trick. So but you have to read the question. In a factory, 15 of every 300 light bulbs. So every 15 out of 300 bulbs were defective. Means they were not working, were not defective. At the same rate, if 608 bulbs, so now they increase, like we want to test more bulbs, how many of them would not be defective? So we want to test 380. So we want to see how many of them they're gonna be working. Means in other way, they are effective ones. So what you do now, don't do with a lot of things at once because it's gonna confuse you. Okay? So be patient on this. I'm gonna do. How many things I got? I got bulb and defective. So I'm gonna say defective and bulb. Okay. How many defective? If we test 300 bulb, we're gonna have 15 defective. But if we test 680, we don't know how many defective. Let's find the defective phase, and then when you get the defective, we're going to find the one which are not defective. So I'm going to cross multiplication. X times 300, it's not, question mark times 300 is like 300. Question mark times 15 times 680. So I'm looking for this question mark. So divide by 300 throughout. Divide by 300. This and this cancel. So if we put this in a calculator, it's going to give you 34. So 34, if we test 680 bulb, 34 they're going to be defective, means they're not working. But if you go to the question, they want the one which are not defective. In other words, the one which are effective. So I'm going to take all the bulb. If I test 680 and these are not, and these are defective, means if we want to know the one which are not defective, or in other words, the effective one, I'm going to take 680 minus 34. If you take 680 minus 34, you're going to get 646, which are not defective. In other words, the effective one. So this is going to be my answer. You see what I'm saying? So easy, man. It's just waste of time. You do this question. It is easy like that, man. Thanks a lot. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I believe in learning from how I do things. If it's make sure you subscribe, and you know, you can just go and do donation to our Patreon page. I have a Patreon, I have a GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? I have all the means of donation, because to make this project going, you know, any type of donation, the little that you think is too small for you, it could make a lot of change. And thanks a lot for all your time, you know. Subscribe, don't forget, share this video, circulate to a lot of people, you know, because the meaning of this project, this program, is to help as many as we can. Okay, it's not only for one person or two, because you might think it's not helpful for you, but for somebody next out there, it could be very, very helpful. So thanks a lot, man. And you know, any donation that you did to me, it means so much. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. Go to our Patreon page, go to our GoFundMe, because we need to have a lot of things. We need to put them together, like camera, you know, and a lot of equipment, so that we can improve on, you know, a lot of angle, a lot of aspects of these projects, you know. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate and I love you. Peace, man. Bye. You know, this is one of my students of knowledge. You know, she wanted to introduce herself. What's your name? Could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Kali.
Yeah.
I went to Southend Primary School.
Yeah, China with Bantu. China with Bantu is everywhere, right? So this is my other student. His name, what's your name? Matthew, yeah, he's grade 11, man. So his aim is to score distinction, right? So you promise, I want you to score distinction this time. And what's your name? Joshua. How much you promise me to score this time?
Distinction.
Distinction. Yeah, so China Bantu is everywhere, man.
China Bantu. Everywhere. China Bantu everywhere.
Everywhere.
China Bantu.
Exactly. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. If you had to give advice, which advice would you give to the people or to the students?
Trust Hamish.
Why would they trust me?
No, because it's really good. It actually has helped a lot. I redid first year for maths. It was my own fault, but also I didn't know a lot of the work. And Hamish said lots of hard questions, and it's demotivating sometimes to do the harder stuff. You just want to get done, but it's the hard stuff that makes you realize the easy stuff is easy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hamish. Thank you, and wish you all the best with your hard work. And I just want to say we appreciate you, and I have achieved like 93%. Sanmanani. This is Umar Nonkula Kizismongo. I live in Devon in KwaZulu-Natal, and I was born in Kwahlabisa in KwaZulu-Natal.
Hello everyone, this is Uketele Nomvalo from Johannesburg, Midrand. I'm studying Trudy. I would like to thank Mr. Hamish for helping us so much. We have actually got 90 to 100% on that. Thank you so much, Mr. Hamish. Siyabonga.